Alright, we got Marvel previews for April for things that'll come out May, June. And it says June 2024, but usually they come about 3 months after you order them. This guy here, Uncle Scrooge and the Infinity Dime. You're going to see us do that on the Crimson Color Comic Club as a group review. So if you want to hear that, check that out. And I also have some fun stuff I picked up that I'm going to probably review around that time. So let's see what happens. I believe this is also a club pick that's going to be on the Crimson Color Comic Club. I think we're doing this one. I could be wrong, but it's already up to volume 2 of the 3. Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, #1 facsimile edition, if you wanted that in your collection and never got it. I was debating about it, but I think I have the original trade for that run. I think I finally came across it and picked it up, possibly on last Free Comic Book Day or sometime around there. That Blood Hunt's been very interesting. It's going to be a fun vampire run, I'm sure, but I'm just picking up the red. They have these red band editions available for the first 5 issues of the main storyline. I'm not jumping into all the individual ones yet. I'm kind of gonna wait to see what kind of omnibus or whatever comes out, because I have a feeling this is gonna be just like Marvel Zombies, and it's just the Marvel's vampires storyline, and they just kept bringing out more and more and more, and it's like you just can't keep up with all that. I wish I would have got the Dracula one just for the wife's collection, but we'll see what happens. See what comes out in the future, but they have all the characters. They're doing all the different vampire runs on them, some awesome vampire covers. It's another reason why I want to trade or omnibus so I can get all the different covers. Got Wolverine Blood Hunt, #1 of 4 is one of the newer ones. They got #1 and #2 in this catalog, back to back. But Logan fights back the darkness. Wolverine's the best there is at what he does, and today I just took a drink before this, damn it. Sorry. Fighting vampires is going to have to top that list. Don't miss the Marvel debut of scintillating scribe Tom Waltz as he teams up with daring artistic dynamo Juan Jose Rip for a bloody good time. As the sky darkens across the globe and vampires reign, what hidden plot puts Logan directly in their crosshairs? Hint, it's like nothing you've seen in Blood Hunt yet. Be here as the plot and blood thickens when a secret vampire sect enacts a startling strategy that'll take Logan and the world to the brink. Guest starring some surprise characters from Wolverine's past. Yeah, it's like some interesting covers there. Really like that from inside the vampire's mouth. I always like that when they do that with a shark's mouth. Yeah, X-Men Blood Hunt Jubilee #1. Running from the past is one race you'll never win. And as darkness suffocates the world, Jubilee's past as a vampire is back to take a big bite out of her. It's gonna take more than a couple plasma bursts to get out of this one, Jubilation. Then they got X-Men Blood Hunt Magique. #1, after the fall of House of X, Illyana Rasputin has returned to her homeland to search her soul and steal it for what comes next. But how will she protect her first home when a vampire army descends on Russia, seeking to turn it into a living hell? She may have been forged in the fires of Limbo, but has it prepared her for the Blood Hunt? You'll have to read it to find out. Yeah, definitely interested in this Blood Hunt run that's going on there. I will eventually probably end up with most, if not all of it, but it's just too much to keep track of, and it's so hard to, if you want to read it in the future and you have all this individual issues, you gotta refigure out the storyline layouts so you can read them. It's just so much nicer just to get these big ass storylines in a huge trade or omnibus or something like that. Yeah, Scarlet Witch #1. Steve Orlando's Scarlet Witch run reignites. The Scarlet Witch has carved out a haven for herself in upstate New York, but it's all about to go up in flames. Wanda's newfound peace has drawn the wrath of a primal force unlike anything she's ever faced before, and it won't stop until it razes Wanda's world to the ground. It's a clash of titans as Wanda and her allies fight for all she holds dear. What happens when an unstoppable force meets the end of all things? When pure chaos meets pure destruction? Wanda's about to find out if she survives long enough. Jacobo Camagni and Steve Orlando, which we know that name. But yeah, not a huge Scarlet Witch fan, but here's Uncle Scrooge and the Infinity Dime. Some interesting covers. For the first time ever, Marvel and Disney team up to bring you the story of the century. It's the story you never expected. One of the greatest characters in the history of comics leaps into his most epic adventure yet, in the manner only Marvel can deliver. When Uncle Scrooge's fabled money bin gets stolen by a shocking culprit, the world's toughest duck must undertake a quest unlike any other, alongside a surprising array of allies. Other versions of himself, an oversized special from Marvel mainstay writer Jason Aaron and cadre of celebrated Scrooge artists. Also representing the classic Christmas on Bear Mountain, the first appearance of Scrooge McDuck by the legendary Disney Comics creator Carl Banks. So yeah, catch our group review. Check out Crimson Color Comic Club for that in the future. But yeah, lots of fun covers for this one. I guarantee they're going to do a ton of different covers for anything that comes out Disney related. It's like they've been just going crazy with these covers on all these different runs that they've done with Cruella DeVille and Gargoyles and Darkwing Duck and Justice Ducks and lots of fun ones coming out. But we got the Ultimates. It says the Ultimates on the cover, but it just says Ultimates over here, but the Ultimates makes more sense. The Ultimates return to greatness, spinning out of Jonathan Hickman and Stefano Caselli's Ultimate Universe #1, rising stars Dennis Camp and Juan Frigeri assemble an all-new team of Ultimates in a series that kicks off the next chapter of the new Ultimate line. 6 months ago, Tony Stark sent Peter Parker a radioactive spider to set him back on the course to become Spider-Man. Since then, Iron Lad, Stark, Captain America, Doom, Thor, and Sif have begun to do the same for other lost heroes, building a network of superpowered heroes hungry for change. Now they must band together to destroy the Maker's Council and restore freedom and free will to a world ruled from the shadows. Do we really need to force superheroes? It ends up turning badly in the long run usually anyways. Just deal with the ones you have and work things up. Nice Peach Momoko artwork there. Got Thanos Annual #1. Welcome to Infinity Watch. The annual event of 2024 starts here as Thanos, after the events of his series, goes off to find the Infinity Stones. He's in for a shock when he discovers that the Infinity Stones have been incorporated into actual people like Star, Quantum, Overtime, Prince of Power, and Multitude. But wait, there are 6 Infinity Stones, but only 5 people listed. You don't want to miss this Marvel Universe shaking saga. Why? I really want to watch Thanos collect the Infinity Stones again? Seriously? Can't he do something else other than collecting Infinity Stones and stealing children and wiping out worlds? Guy is an idiot. The darkest web is respun. Dive back into the darkness as the Venomverse is reborn with stories of symbiotes from all across the multiverse. First, Benjamin Percy and Brian Level spin a tale of the murder of the Earth's mightiest heroes by one of their own. But who? Then Christos Cage drags Venom from Insomniac Games. My mouse fell, so I wanted to make sure that the thing didn't stop recording. Insomniac Games Marvel's Spider-Man 2 across the Venomverse to take on Null. And all the while, Al Ewing and Danilo S. Beyruth set the stage for the tales spinning out of the ongoing Venom series. You see, we got Kid Venom on that cover, and the Wolverine Venom. We got the Venom She-Hulk. Oh yeah, all kinds of fun characters in there. Venom Dinosaur or T-Rex Venom. Yeah, X-Men Heir of Apocalypse, number 1 of 4. For centuries, Apocalypse tested the mutants of Earth to guarantee that only the strong would survive. Now, as he takes his throne on Arakko, another must rise in his place and ensure the mutants of Earth do not grow weak in his absence. 12 mutants chosen from the X-Men's greatest heroes and villains will compete for the honor, but only one can become the heir of Apocalypse. Issue 2 coming right out after that. It's already in this catalog. So. And it says, looks like they each got about 4 covers, but they're only showing one. Doesn't help sell the other ones if you aren't showing all the covers. Alright, that's all ongoing stuff. Hellverine I am definitely interested in. I should have just picked them up since it's 4 issue. I have the trade. I have a feeling the trade's going to be more than its value. But in this Get Fury I got jumped on that. We'll be talking about that on the Crimson Cull Comic Club also. Not a group pick, but me and Eric, I think, are the only ones that are jumping on that. I could be wrong. Godzilla number 1 facsimile edition, if you never had it. I know I have a copy of that myself somewhere. And the rest of these are ongoing. Spectacular Spider-Man, Spider-Boy, Superior Spider-Man. Lots of Venom stuff out there. We got a giant-sized Daredevil number 1. Sin will find you out, Daredevil. He's on the hunt, one of Daredevil's deadliest and most dangerous foes. Empowered by forces unknown even to himself. Prepares for the kill. Yes, none other than Kingpin. Stalking the streets of Manhattan by night, and no matter the speed with which Daredevil moves, there will be blood. Plus, includes a reprinting of Daredevil number 170 by Frank Miller, aka The Kingpin Must Die. Get your Fisk fix here Fearless Fans. Interesting Hulk cover there. Immortal Thor. Nothing too exciting there. The Sensational She-Hulk. I started that run and very enjoyable. I just didn't stay on it. I kind of wish I would have. But I wanted to at least find out what happened with Jack of Hearts storyline. I still cut myself short on that. But I had a feeling it was going to go on for a while, so I figured I'd see what happens. Or was that might have been just the She-Hulk run, not the Sensational She-Hulk. Alright, we got Star Wars Ahsoka. It's gonna, and I ain't gonna read it out, and if you like the series, pick it up. I have a feeling they're gonna doing the same thing with this as they did with The Mandalorian and with Obi-Wan, and just basically give you the whole complete story as it is in the series in comic book form, which is a real bummer. It's like I'd love to see a little more, a little something different, not just the same exact thing I just watched on TV. I don't want to see that put in a book unless it says TV version or something like that. And so just give us some extra story. It's not that hard to write a couple pages of something else in there to thrill the readers. Alright, got all these Stormbreaker covers I keep hearing about. I picked up a couple, but didn't get to see what they were going to be, and then when I got them I wasn't overly thrilled with them. That giant fly burning around in here. Now the door was left way open. Punisher Max. That's a lot of comics. And what do they got here? So it's got a $100 price tag on it. 544 pages. It's got Punisher Max number 1 to 22. And the Christmas special number 1. And is that it? 22 issues? I could have swore when I was digging through a long box it went beyond 22, but guess not. But yeah, I wanted to pick those up. Same with that Marvel Masterworks Man-Thing and the Marvel Masterworks Tomb of Dracula. I wouldn't mind having those in my collection, but then again, it's just a ton of reading to do if I have it. My trade pile is getting, or more omnibus pile I should say, is getting a little too heavy-handed. Between just the ones I'm looking at right now, we got Curse Words, Gods Hates Astronauts, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, Hack Slash, the 5 of the 6 All-Red Man volume, Madman Reverse Library volumes, Howard the Duck, Murder Falcon, Batman Spawn, Superman Space Age, and I have to read all those someday. Daredevil Gang War. I just couldn't get into that Gang War run. It just wasn't grabbing me at all. This Spider-Man 2099. This cool Moon Knight cover. I suppose you can't really see it. I need my camera to go up a couple more. That's right, I did. I forgot about that last time. I did put a block underneath it so it was up a little bit higher and I could get all the images. I love that Deadpool corpse, all the different characters. That was always fun. But yeah, that looks like the gist of this month's catalog. The rest looks like all trades, omnibuses, and ongoings. So check those out if you want them. Otherwise, we will get back to you with more of these next month. And we're going to hit the big catalog next. So keep an eye out for that. And keep following Under the Color of MS. Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend. Check out Crimson Color Comic Club. And we'll get back to you again soon. Bye.